Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Those Who Geek podcast. This is episode 3. My name is Nate Camacho. With us today is...
Eric Witzka. Nice to see you again, everyone.
And thanks for having us. This is another episode of Speedrun Update. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start us, Eric, with Tron Ares. The trailer came out for Tron Ares. It's coming out October 10th, and I liked the trailer. I'm not the biggest fan of Tron, but I liked first Tron. I liked the second Tron. I really loved the music in Tron 2, so I'm excited for this one.
Isn't Nine Inch Nails doing the soundtrack?
In fact, yeah, they've
Sweet.
So I'm also excited about that. It was Daft Punk in Tron 2.
Oh yeah, they had some really good stuff in that.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. So, and yeah, I'm glad that they're keeping that kind of motif, I guess, going with using like popular artists. I like that they're also going a completely different direction with the Nine Inch Nails. So I'm super excited about that. And the trailer looks pretty good. I'm still kind of weirded out by Jared Leto. That guy's kind of a weirdo. But I don't know. The movie looks good. I'm glad to see more Tron. So yeah, I'm excited. What's the first thing you want to talk about, Eric?
We might as well get into it. Everybody's talking about it, I'm sure. We talked about it in our last video, how Ozzy Osbourne had just had his final concert. Unfortunately, if you haven't been hiding in a hole somewhere, I'm sure that you've heard that Ozzy has passed away. He was 76, and that just super sucks.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I was talking about it and like seeing him so frail and everything, and he's had health problems. Especially, he had an accident in 2019, and ever since then, he just hasn't been able to fully recover. So we knew it was coming, but like 2 weeks after the concert, I don't think anybody saw that. So it sucks, especially anybody that's an Ozzy fan, which is a lot of people. But yeah, that's my bit of news.
Yeah, it's good to just get the sad stuff out of the way first. But yeah, dude, that sucks. God, it just stinks. Like the positive though, like he got his last show out of the way. That's really cool. Like as I said in the last episode, where it's good to go out on your own terms, and he definitely did. But it sucks that he just passed away. But I'm like I said, I'm glad that he was able to live a full life. He was a crazy guy, but it sounds like he got the most out of it.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you got next?
Well, let's move on to something a little bit more positive, a little bit more exciting. I'm sure, as you know, Nintendo's been trying to make their properties into movies. The Mario movie came out a few years back. I liked it. It wasn't the greatest movie ever, but it was fun. It was enjoyable. And a Zelda movie, a live-action Zelda movie, I believe, has been in talks for a while now, and they finally announced the 2 new actors that are going to be playing Link and Zelda. Zelda is going to be portrayed by Bo Bragason, and Link is going to be portrayed by Evan Ainsworth. So these are 2 new faces. I've never heard of them before. They're both young, which I think is honestly a good idea and kind of cool, because I know there are some Link games where they're children, so they can start with those games and those storylines and hopefully stick with these actors. Who knows, they might recast them, but stick with them as they get older and hopefully more movies in the future. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope these 2 young actors do a good job, and I hope things go well for them. But I'm excited. I think of all the Nintendo properties, the Zelda universe is probably the coolest, along with Metroid, at least from the top of my head. So I'm definitely, and like I said, the Mario movie was good, so I'm hoping that they continue that quality and hopefully improve with the Link movie, with in my opinion, better source material with the Zelda universe.
Yeah. Before we even started, like the first I'd heard that they got cast was when you said it before we started.
Yeah.
And seeing their pictures for the first time, I think the casting is pretty spot on it. So if their acting is anything, how their look is, it's going to be really good.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. What do you got next for us, Eric?
All right. News is that years and years and years. How long has late night talk show been around? I used to watch late night talk show with my dad, Johnny Carson, way back in the day.
The golden age.
Wow. Yeah, man, Johnny was awesome. But then we started watching Leno. Anyway, it's an end of an era. Late night is being canceled. Not just 1 or 2, but all late night for CBS.
Wow.
It seems that it has a lot to do with politics and Trump. So seems like Trump is pulling the strings, just wants those guys out of there because they say a lot of nasty things about him. So, I mean, it sucks that it's going away. It doesn't mean that I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. We're streaming now, so I'm sure they'll come up with something. But yeah, as of I don't even remember the date when it's supposed to end, but it is going to end.
Yeah, man, dude, that stinks. Hopefully they can do like a reboot. Some of these guys can do like a reboot, you know, the way the Conan did back in the early mid 2000s. I'm sure somebody's going to keep on doing stuff, but you know, I'm not a huge late night guy. I definitely have watched it here and there when I was younger. I remember Leno, but there's definitely like some classic moments and so many like cool artist performances and, you know, artists that got to really, you know, expand their name on late nights. So hopefully, it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
For sure. So what do you got next for us?
Let's once again try and make it more positive. Eric's got all the downers today.
It's pretty true.
Yeah.
A lot of downers.
But they showed a teaser image, the poster for the next Avatar film, the third one in the series, Fire and Ash. You know, I'm a pretty big Avatar fan. You know, obviously I know the stories aren't groundbreaking, but the visuals are.
Yeah, I love Aang.
Yes, yes, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Fire and Ash. Yeah, the name actually does kind of fit. But no, we're talking about with the Neytiri and Jake Sully.
The blue people.
Yeah, the blue people. What's the name of their people? God, do you remember the name? Navi. I knew something gets an N. But yeah, the poster looks cool, and it's got an announcement for December 19th of 2025, which is sooner than I was expecting. I mean, I was expecting that to be way later. So hopefully, hopefully it doesn't get delayed, and hopefully, you know, James Cameron doesn't miss. Like, even his less popular movies are still solid. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited. So yeah, what do you got next for us, Eric?
Okay, this one is just hits me in the right spot. I think it's hilarious. It's all over the place. Like I'm just picking everything that everybody's talking about, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
The Coldplay concert that happened, they were doing a kiss cam, and they inadvertently or purposely, we're not sure, caught two people that were having an affair on the kiss cam, and it was hilarious. Just reading some of the things, like I think the husband was like, at this time, like I would like my privacy, and like just all this stuff, and you're just like, how, like, you've made your bed, man. Like you did this out in public, you were caught. Like, what do you expect? So apparently there was she was a subordinate to him in employment. She was getting brought more up in the company and getting all these different things because of the relationship, I hear. And then I think I'm not sure, but it seems like it could have been planned by somebody that wanted to out them. Like the girl that it shows next to them is like, she might have had something to do with it, and I don't know. It's all conspiracy hearsay, but I just think it's hilarious because everybody's spoofing it. I mean, the first couple spoofs are pretty funny, but now it's getting a little old. But I wanted to touch base and just talk about it a little bit. Yeah,
dude, Kaylin showed me that, and it was so funny. And like you said, his response was hilarious. The actual clip is like, yeah, exactly. And just her just like covering her face like that's gonna fix anything. Oh, but it's so funny. Chris Martin, he's like, oh, look at these people, they're so cute. It's like, oop, they're either really shy or they're having an affair, like live in front of everyone. I loved it, dude.
That's awesome. For sure. So yeah, kiss cam, and so what do you got next for me?
All right. Last thing I got for you, dude. I'm all about the movies today. That's all I have. Is another trailer. I think the second trailer came out for the Predator Badlands film, which looks pretty interesting to me. You know, I'm a pretty big fan of the Predator films. Back when I watched Alien vs. Predator when I was a kid, and you know, the last show that came out, Predator Killer of Killers, was a Hulu animated film. Really liked that. It's by the same team that made Prey, which was another great Predator film. And yeah, it's got Elle Fanning in it, and she plays a synthetic from Weyland-Yutani from the Alien universe. And she looks like a very interesting character. There might be multiples of her. It might be her, but it's a really cool trailer. I'll just give you one quick thing. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Where she's like talking to the Predator, and she's like, "Oh, I can help you." And then you just see him pick her up, and she just has half a body. And then he's like, "What are you even talking about?" And then he drops her, and she's like, "Well, you have fun on your journey." And then she just starts moving away on her hands, like totally normal.
Okay.
But it looks intense. It looks awesome, and that team has put out 2 bangers. So I'm excited for the third, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully they start alluding to and leading to another Alien vs Predator movie, but with these actual new good creative teams. Because the last Alien movie that came out, Alien Romulus, was also really solid, and now Predator is doing really good. So if these 2 teams could somehow work together and make like an actually good Alien versus Predator movie, that would just be like a dream come true. But yeah, that's coming out November 7th, so another end of the year treat, hopefully. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So Erica, take us out. What's the last thing you got for us?
Well, I was gonna give my thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth.
I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah, I took me and my family to go see it. Our whole family are big Jurassic Park fans. Is it the 6th one now?
The 6 out of 10. I think it's
the 7th. You gave it a 6.
It's the 7th one.
Yeah. You gave it a 6, which is so low to my comparison. I say it's an 8.
Okay, I'm glad you liked it.
I think it's very solid. There was, like you said, there was a couple glaring things, but I'll give some. I don't know.
It's been out a while. You can spoil small things.
It's not giving anything away, really. There's a raft, an inflatable raft. I'm not going to say how or what happens to it, but this thing should have popped. Like, for sure should have popped. And does not pop. Yeah. I'm just like, are we watching a Marvel movie where this thing is made of adamantium or like vibranium or something?
They do one scene where, there's something pushing up against it, and I was like, that's cool. That was super cool. But then they like fully throw it into the mix, and it's like, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing here?
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. I'm just like scratching my head. I was like, this is super cool, but it makes no sense. Cool dinosaurs. We got to see all the classics. I'm really glad that they threw in like the older dinosaur favorites that we didn't really get to see very much in other movies. We didn't really get to see that much of the Velociraptors or the Dilophosaurs, but they are in there. So I applaud that, and just they were giving them room for the new dinosaurs, so I understand.
The new mutant dinosaurs.
Yeah, the mutant dinosaurs. But I give it an 8, and I thought it was good, and I hope they continue to make Jurassic movies as long as they don't make stinkers.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't think any of us are expecting a 10 out of 10, but as long as it's entertaining, I'm happy.
Me as well. Well, if you don't have anything else, I guess I'll take us out.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, before I take us out, if you liked what we did, or if you liked other videos that we did, please like and subscribe. We always appreciate that. We'll be here next week, I'm sure, because it's a weekly thing, and we'll speed it by you. And yeah, so
real quick, I've been streaming pretty regularly, not on schedule, but on the Those Who Geek NC Twitch channel, and then it's Helldivers too. So just which if you want to watch that, please follow.
So yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Later.